How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all doing well. So here we have our first Vanguard video on the channel, and we're also on the PS5 now, so the quality of the video looks a lot better than it did when I was on Warzone on the PlayStation 4. So today we've got a jumps and spots video where we're going to be covering just sort of basic jumps and spots on each map online, just some of the best ones that you should sort of keep in mind while you're playing. Some of them are quite basic, which you probably already know, but it's kind of a beginner video. And just a heads up, there is a couple glitch spots in there, but we'll get those out the way first. I thought if everybody else is abusing them, I may as well show you guys if you do not know them already, just so you know that you can counteract them as well. And two of them you do need a deployable cover for, so just keep that in mind while you're watching. But as I said, we'll do those two first, and then we'll keep that in mind, so the rest of them you don't need a deployable cover for. So we'll get right into the jumps and spots now, and I hope you enjoy the video. So, up first, we're on Desert Siege, and we've got two spots for this map, and these are the ones that I said you need the deployable cover for. So it takes some messing around with sometimes. So you put it right on the edge there, do a little strafe out to this side here, and then you'll sort of walk across an invisible barrier, and then it just sort of takes some getting used to this one, so you just have to jump up, and you keep jumping up, and it's kind of almost like steps, but they're invisible. So if you keep walking over to the side here, you'll feel something blocking you. So if you step back, jump onto it, you can get on the lip of this roof just here. And then you can run across to the top. You can't get on the roof on the left there, but you can go on this side. So it could be a good spot if you're looking down over the enemies, but I wouldn't recommend doing it because it's probably going to get patched very soon. But I thought I'd just show it you in case you've seen anybody up there in mid-game and just sort of wanted an explanation for how they did it. But yeah, like I said, you'd have to do all the sort of walking in mid-air and stuff mid-game, so it might not be one of the most effective to use, but it could be fun if you're in a private match or playing some Mike Myers or something along those lines with your teammates, and it's just a fun spot to do. Up next, we're still on Desert Siege. This one's a little bit more complicated and probably less useful than the other one, but so you're going to hop up onto this little ledge here, and it's very hard to do, but you do have to place a deployable cover. I thought I'd just show you the full clip just so you can see that it does take some time. And it's probably not very useful, as I said, but as you'll see, I accidentally stabbed myself with my stim. But if you just keep jumping around, sort of crouching and jumping, and spamming the L1 and R1 to put down your deployable cover, it will eventually sort of just hop out. You'll see what I mean just here in a few seconds. So, as you can see, keep tapping it. I thought I'd just show you the full experience really for how hard it is to actually place, just so you know for when you do try and do it. There you go. So you almost put it down there, and there it is. So it does just appear there in the end, which is kind of a weird one. I'm not sure how that works, but there we go. So this is not a bad little spot up here, as you can see, sort of the mid-map. And you can walk around the outside of this tower, which probably isn't very useful because you just get shot down. But you might be able to pick off a couple of players from here. And then if you go back around to this side, this bit once again is probably not very useful. And you'll probably look as if you're a hacker. But if you jump towards this tree here, you will land on another invisible barrier. And there you are, floating in the midair. But like I said, these will probably be getting patched very soon, I would have thought. So just keep that in mind if you're going to try and do them. Don't want to get yourselves in trouble. But yeah, just a fun one to know. Up next, we're on Dome. Now, this is also probably going to get patched. This is the last of the glitch spots. If you come up to this little tower and look through here, you can shoot straight through the side through that invisible block. I don't believe you can get shot through it. So just keep this one in mind. I wouldn't recommend doing it because you probably could get reported for cheating or exploiting. But if you're getting killed from there, now at least you know to sort of bear that in mind when you're fighting. So that was all the glitch spots done. Now let's get on to Castle. So you may have seen this one already or seen somebody up there and wondered how you get up. So you want to come to this room up top, hop by this window across the ledge and onto here. You can also jump off the statues on the left there, but you can get on top of this nice roof here, which can be a good counter if you're getting sort of spawn trapped in this area from the big building. It gives you lots of options, sort of head glitch on as well. As you can see, you can literally see the whole map pretty much from up here and get a good line of sight. Pretty good if you're a sniper as well. And then you can also do a little strafe jump onto the side of this building. You can't quite walk on it, but you can walk right around the edge if you take it steady. And you can go around the far side. Now, this is a very nice little spot because you do have a lot of cover from the right side there. if somebody comes down your lower left, you may get killed. But there you go. So that's one of the best spots on Castle, I would say. And it doesn't really require much effort to do whatsoever. But there we go. Up next, we're on Berlin. Now, I just want to talk about this middle room here. So you can actually just get on top of these ledges, which is just something to think about. I'm sure this is pretty obvious to you guys. But if you're a beginner and you just got the game, I just wanted to show you some of these sort of well-known spots where you can jump around. And you can also get up from the stairs on this left side as well. And the tank in the middle. It is just an all-round good spot to hold, because you get a mid-map then, and you can sort of control the map by controlling this room here with the ruins. So on to the next map. So up next we're on Demian, I believe it's pronounced. That could be a very poor name, but similar to Berlin, I just want to show you some of the key little jump spots you can get on. So you can get on top of this roof just here from that left side. If you wanted to get up with a way where you have a little bit more cover so you can't get seen from the church, you can hop off this straight onto the top there, and that will give you a nice line of sight. You can also get a little head glitch through the middle of this, which is actually surprisingly really good cover, so you can angle your way around it. I've got a video coming very soon on how to use different angles and stuff like that in this game, so subscribe for that. Now, we just want to show you the church. Obviously, everybody knows you can get up it. I just wanted to show you every way that's possible, so you can get up on the boxes, off the wall. It's pretty obvious, some of them. Now you can hop off on this side, so you can actually get up any side, so bear that in mind if you're camping up in this top bit, that you can get flanked from lots of angles. Now, you can climb off this box here, jump straight across, and flank whoever's in there. And then from this side as well, which doesn't have the most cover, but it is possible as well if you're pushing. And now, also, this little spot here, if you shoot through, you can actually see the bomb on search through that window there. So you always make sure you know the sort of spots where you can break the wood. And then, of course, you can go up the ladder, which is the normal way. But I just want to sort of break down this map for you. There's obviously not a lot of big spots, as there's not many buildings, but those are the main ones to keep in mind. Now, on Tuscan, this little window here, right in the mix of it, say somebody's camping in there, you can actually make this little jump across, straight through the window, and then flank whoever's in there. And you could also make it the other way as well, but I do fail the jump there. But that's sort of all we have for Tuscan at the moment. So, we're on Brokerage. I'm very, very bad at pronouncing. But this room that I'm in right now is sort of the key spot. I just want to show you all the ways that you can get up through this window here. So, if you come to this side and there's somebody holding up there, if they're not looking, you can hop on this wall. Try not to jump too far sideways, but you can hop on it as long as you hit that far lip there. And you can jump through the window and take out whoever's in there. Not a lot of people would expect this jump, really, to be honest. So this is the main sort of power position. I've also got a video on all the power spots of every map coming very, very soon. So also subscribe for that. But this wall here is a pretty good one. If you can spot them, if they're spawning behind you, you can hop around it. But just also keep in mind that you can climb up this way as well. So if you climb up onto this wall, cross here, jump through, this will also catch them off guard as well. Because they probably won't expect you to come through there. They'll expect you to come from the far ladder as well. And you can also use these hay bales. Pretty much anywhere you see sort of hay bales or boxes, it means that you can't climb up. Now, some more pretty basic ones on sub-pens. Now, everyone knows that top room is sort of the key spot where everybody likes to camp. But just letting you know, there's a few ways up there other than the stairs. Of course, you can climb up the boxes on this side, and that'll get you through the window. And same on the other side, you can climb up these boxes, which is always a good flank. But if you come from the submarine, if you see these sort of rockets hanging here, or missiles, whatever you want to call them, you can run across them as well and come through the window. If you get two of you coming from a different side, maybe, that is a pretty fun spot, or if your team's already pushing. But pretty much anywhere you see these missiles, it just means that there's a little jump spot there, and you can climb along them. And there's a lot of spots that are sort of around these middle submarines here. Also, a nice little spot is if you can get up top here, and you can use this to sort of flank down. You can't climb any higher, as I showed you in the video here, or you can't get inside the little box. But you could use this to maybe get a line of sight on them up there, or you could hold down that angle there. Just bear in mind there's not a lot of cover on this one, especially on the centre of that submarine. Up next, we got Pneumonumer. Now, this is a sort of spot that sort of everyone knows by now, but if you run up this side, if you're spawning, you can use this tree just to get a good line of sight over the enemies running in. And if you come down a little bit, You can also maybe pick off some people to the far right there, but it obviously has not a lot of cover whatsoever, as you'll see here from the other side. If somebody's up there, you're probably not going to see them, but if they can angle it right, they can pick you off very fast before you can get them, especially with a sniper as well. But there we go, that's Pneumonumer. Now, on Oasis, lastly, we're going to look at this top area here. Everyone knows there's people that like to hold positions, so where I just was. But if you just keep in mind, it's not really a jump spot, it's more of a secret little path you can take. So if somebody's holding it there, you can run out of zone. So you have, I believe it's 4 or 5 seconds, and you can come back through like that and flank them, because they're probably not going to expect you to run out of the map to get them. But there's a few spots like this on different maps that you can use. Just bear in mind that the timer doesn't reset each time that you leave, and just sort of, I will bring a video out on different spots that you can use similar to that. There we have it, guys, that's the end of the video. I will bring out another jumps and spots video as soon as I find some more. Obviously the game's only just come out, and some of them were some basic spots. I know some of them were glitches as well, but I just wanted to show you all everything, just so it's an even playing field for everyone really. So I've seen people abusing glitches, and then if you don't know how to do the glitch or anything, then you're going to be at a disadvantage. So I figured I may as well show you before it all gets patched. Anyway, but let me know down below what sort of Vanguard content you'd like to see from me soon, as I'm really enjoying the grind on this game at the moment. It's a lot of fun to play, so do let me know in the comments down below. So guys, I'll thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.